tanks are trying to surround Gaza City in the north. We're now in a full-scale war situation, and that will go on for some time. And as the title of one of my favorite war websites is, "War is boring." It's very repetitive.
Yeah,
the Israeli Air Force will carry on bombing all over Gaza, and meanwhile tanks are trying to surround Gaza City in the north. That seems to be they're not talking about this, but looking at the maps and where you're seeing activity on the ground by the Israeli forces, they've come in from the east and taken the road that goes through Gaza from north to south, just south of Gaza, and moved into a southern neighborhood in Gaza City. Meanwhile, they're also doing these what they perhaps in the euphemistic words of war, clearing operations in the north and east of the Strip. So it looks like they're trying to isolate Gaza City and the northern half of the enclave.
And you've been speaking to some people trapped in Gaza. What are the stories you're hearing, Richard?
So yes, I mean, we have a correspondent there, Amal Helez, who's an amazing correspondent. She's described incredibly graphically yesterday unbelievable story of a sort of large extended family. This is one of the traits of this war, is that because the Israelis have told people to leave northern Gaza, people have sought refuge with family members, cousins, distant cousins in some cases, in the south of Gaza, and in Khan Yunis, where Amal is based, the southernmost town in the Strip. The Abu Shamal family, about 100 members of this sort of very extended family, were in two houses that were hit by successive airstrikes, and they now, I think, have dug 22 bodies out of the rubble. 50 people survived, including the people talking to Amal. And they think there are another 30 bodies trapped under the rubble. And there are now, the scale of this is such that the rescue services are overwhelmed. And the UN said yesterday that they thought around 2,000 bodies were now decomposing under the rubble of Gaza.
We'll be talking to the IDF after 8 o'clock, Richard, and we'll put some of this to them, and because they'll say they're doing what they can, and the question that the world will ask is what you can enough, I suppose. Good to speak to you. Thank you for joining us. That's Richard Spencer, their Times correspondent from Tel Aviv.
In a few